Get up, so my friend, welcome back to a brand new video. Let's get right into it. So if you don't know, which a lot of people did not know, Tommy Fury recently just had a fight, right? Tommy Fury just had a fight, and not a lot of people know this. Like, when I told someone, like I told my boy, yo, you know Tommy Fury is fighting? He's like, he is? Who the fuck is he fighting? And I say, oh, some motherfucker named Cannon. He say, who? Exactly. That was the problem. Tommy Fury was fighting a nobody. And personally, I made a prediction video, which I said, oh, I think Tommy Fury may lose. I think Tommy Fury may get knocked out because the guy he was fighting was a heavyweight who last weighed at 220. And I'm like, oh shit, I think he may lose. Like, this is an important fight for him. If he loses this fight, his career is over. Right? That was true. Why? That when I said, I said in my video, this is a must win for Tommy Fury, which was true. But I thought Tommy Fury was going to lose that fight. He didn't, but he kind of did. Right? He did win the fight, but I felt like he lost the war because he looked so fucking bad in that fight. He looked so horrible, and his opponent, which I thought was who could come in there to win, his opponent was always there just to take a paycheck because he did not look fit. He did not look in shape at all. I thought he was going to come in here look in shape. That motherfucker did not look in shape. It looked like he was just there for the paycheck. I'm sorry, but it's true. And this was supposed to be like, bro, this fight was made for Tommy Fury can knock this motherfucker out. And so the zone, all the promoter can just post about it, right? Oh, Tommy Fury is back. He just knocked out his opponent. Oh, Tommy Fury is back, and for Tommy Fury to talk shit. That didn't happen. What happened was Tommy Fury went in there. He looked bad towards the end of the round, which I think it was a 6-round fight. It wasn't like Astro, fight. He looked slow. His gas tank looked bad. It looked sloppy towards the end. They were just throwing shit at each other. It did not look good. And yeah, Tommy Fury won. And then after which we're talking about this video, well, this video is bad. He gone into the mic and he called out Jake Paul. Bro, you come on, man. You have the nerve to have that shitty ass performance and then call out Jake Paul, which he was already trying to make a fight with you before Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. So the fact that you dug Jake Paul so you can have a tune-up fight and you have an ass performance in a tune-up fight, then you call out Jake Paul. Oh, unbelievable. Now, before we talk about that fight, because, bro, Tommy Fury knows the only way he's getting a paycheck is either Jake Paul and KSI. He's lucky that he has to win over both of them. Because he knows, oh, if my bank is looking bad, I can just call out Jake Paul and KSI so they can try to avenge their loss against me, right? And I can get a little paycheck. But oh, so I think Tommy Fury may be fucked because his dad even said it. So if you didn't know, Tommy Fury had a hand injury, right? He had surgery in his hand, because it was supposed to be Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury in that November card, right? In Netflix. I forgot where. They were supposed to fight, right? Last year they were supposed to fight. I don't know if he was supposed to fight against Mike Perry or it was supposed to be, I think it was supposed to be in that Netflix card, right? Because they offered him a lot of money and Tommy Fury declined it, right? So Tommy Fury said he declined it because he had a hand injury. He needed to get surgery, right? And after this fight, he said, yo, my hand is good. Jake Paul, where you at? But after the fight, Tommy Fury's own fucking father, John Fury, I'm pretty sure his name is, right? He said, yeah, that hand, we didn't want to, try to expose ourselves because, there's listening device in the corner. But yeah, there was something wrong with his hand. Like, he had uncomfortable his hand may be hurt. And he did not look comfortable. Like, you should see that video. John Fury he looked like, yeah, it's over, bro. We're so cooked. And the fact that his hand got re-injured in that fight, it's just a bad look. It's not looking good. Like, even if your dad, if you come out and call out someone and say, yo, my hand is 100%. And then after the fight, your dad in an interview said, yeah, his hand is not 100%, bro. His hand, I don't know what's wrong with his hand, but there's something wrong with his hand. You know you done fucked up and you know there's something wrong with your hand, bro. So now we got another thing to worry about if Tommy Fury fight Jake Paul, that his hand may not be 100% and he may not throw a lot since his hand is not 100%, and Jake Paul may win that fight, right? Now let's talk about what happened after the fight. Let's talk about that call out, right? Like I said, Tommy Fury has a horrible fucking performance against Kenan. He couldn't even knock him out like this. Again, there's supposed to be a guy who you should knock out. And so Twitter, you could post on Twitter, you get a fucking viral knockout. That didn't happen. So he called out Jake Paul because, again, he knows Jake Paul is the only person he get a fight with, right? Because I think he ruined the chances to fight KSI, right? Because the zone, remember, Tommy Fury, again, which was a pussy ass move in my opinion. If you didn't know, Tommy Fury was supposed to fight Darren Till in the Zone series, where Misfit series, right? That is KSI own brand. They were supposed to fight, Tommy Fury was supposed to fight Darren Till, but then he pulled out because of some dumbass reason, saying that, oh no, I'm scared that Darren Till may kick me and try to take me down. Again, that's a stupid reason, because number one, Darren Till is there to win and to get a bigger paycheck. He's not going to do some stupid shit like that. You just put out because either you wasn't ready or you had an injury. Most likely he wasn't ready, right? So what's probably supposed to happen was Tommy Fury was supposed to fight Darren Till. He was supposed to win that fight, and then he called out KSI, and KSI versus Tommy Fury has a fight. But since he put out the fight, him and Misfit now has a bad relationship. Now he's screwing that KSI fight because they're probably not going to trust him. They're going to be like, oh, you already put out once against Darren Till. Are you going to pull out again? Because KSI cannot have that. KSI cannot have another pull out. If he's going to fight, because KSI may not fight, right? But if he does fight, his next opponent has to be 100% there. There could be no pullout because there's so many, like, it's either KSI pulling out or his opponent pulling out. There's always something wrong with KSI. It seems like he's cursed, but like, if he fight Tommy Fury may pull out if he's not comfortable. So again, he ruined that chances in the KSI fight. So the only person he has left is Jake Paul. Because if you don't know, Jake Paul, ever since he lost to Tommy Fury, he always wanted that get back. He always wanted that win back, which makes sense. If someone defeats you, which again, that fight against Tommy Fury was a close fight. Hate him or love him, that's fact. That Tommy Fury fight against Jake Paul was a close ass fight because Tommy Fury, in reality, it's not that good. Like, I'm being serious, right? In reality, Tommy Fury is not that good of a boxer, right? So the KSI fight was also close. So those two fights was close as fuck, right? So Jake Paul kind of knows that, okay, I got better, I got more power, I put more weight, I feel like I can beat him, right? So he's going to want that fight, and Tommy Fury knows that. Everybody knows that if Jake Paul, like, again, Jake Paul tried to fight Tommy Fury already, though. That's the thing. Tommy Fury, Jake Paul already tried to fight Tommy Fury. It was supposed to be him versus Tommy Fury in that Netflix card, right? But he refused. He, I guess for hand injury or whatever, because he didn't want enough money, whatever, he refused, right? So you know Jake Paul wants that fight. You know he wants to get his get back. But it's a Tommy Fury who keep running, who keep having different ass excuses, right? But now it looked like that fight may happen next. Now again, Jake Paul's schedule is filled up, right? I don't know if that's going to, because don't forget, Jake was supposed to fight Tank. Then Tank not lost, but he got a draw against Lamont Roach, and that fucked up their plan because now Tank is fighting Lamont Roach, and he's taking so long with this rematch. It was supposed to happen in July. Now I'm saying it's getting pushed back in August, maybe September. Again, I have no idea what's happening with Tank versus Lamont Roach. That's a whole nother video, right? But Jake Paul was supposed to fight Tank. That fight didn't happen, so he moved on to Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Now Eddie Hearn say, oh, they're still fighting, but it's happening in November. I don't think that Tank versus Jake Paul, which is a stupid fight, and I don't know how it's going to work. Like, again, I made a whole video about that. I don't know how Tank and Jake Paul is going to happen if Tank is fighting Lamont Roach in September or August. That's way too close, right? I don't think Tank's going to want it too. I mean, he could, because again, he has, depending when he fights, he could have either a 3 or 2 month layoff, right? And then right back to training camp. But I don't think Tank's want to do that. Tank usually take his fucking pretty ass time to fight. So instead of fighting Tank, I could see Jake Paul fighting Tommy Fury in November, because Netflix always want to do, there's a rumor that Netflix yearly wants to do a boxing event every November, do a big ass boxing event. And they already offered him money for last year, November. So if they offer him again, he's probably going to accept it. And Jake Paul does want to fight Tommy Fury. He wants to avenge his loss. So what I think is happening, because don't forget, 2026, Jake Paul is rumored to fight Anthony Joshua. He wants that fight. Again, I already made a video about that. It's fucking stupid, even more stupid ass fight. I think Jake Paul get done dirty. But hey, You gotta respect him for taking that risk. So Jake Paul boxing schedule is really filled up. So the only way I see this fight happening is November. Is he said, "All right, I'm not fighting Tank. I'd rather fight Tommy Fury." And honestly, if that do happen, if Tank fights if Jake Paul fights Tommy Fury, I got Tommy Fury. I got Jake Paul winning the rematch. Honestly, I got Jake Paul winning the rematch because Tommy Fury just looks. It's like he's getting bad. It's like he's getting worse and worse in every performance. Because he fought Jake Paul, then he fought KSI. He almost lost to KSI. Some people remember, like even KSI thought he won that fight. That he went to the commission to overturn it. It didn't get overturned, right? But there's some people who call it robbery. That's how close it was. It was a close fight against KSI. And then he had this fucking fight, which was even a worse performance. He did not look good in this fight. So, in my opinion, because don't forget, Jake Paul is fighting Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. He just fought Mike Tyson. He just destroyed Mike Perry. I think Jake Paul may win this fight. Honestly, I still think it's going to be a close fight. Unless somehow Jake Paul goes in there and knocks the fuck out of Tommy Fury. Because I feel like Jake Paul got way more power. Jake Paul now, because he moved up to heavyweight, he has a lot of fucking power. And I guess this fight against him, against Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., it's going to be very interesting. I don't want to make a prediction yet. I want to see him fight Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. because that's the weight class he's going to fight Tommy Fury at 200. And if Jake Paul does good against Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., which I think he's going to knock out, then yeah, I'm probably going to pick him. That performance is super important. If Jake Paul has a good performance against Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., I'm picking Jake Paul to beat Tommy Fury, right? Because again, Tommy Fury has not looked good, bro. Nobody really cares about him. The only paycheck he ever got, Jake Paul KSI, and that's the only paycheck he ever is going to get. And he knows that, right? Like, he may say Infinite Boxing is ass or whatever, but he knows that's the only way you go get paid, motherfucker. So, honestly, do I see this fight happening? Do I see Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury happening? Yes, I do see Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury happening November in Netflix. Big event. Jake Paul's trying to get his win back. Tommy Fury finally getting a paycheck after like 5 years. Because that's the only way he's going to get a paycheck. If he's not fighting KSI or Jake Paul, he's not going to get a paycheck. He's not going to get payday. He's not going to get it. So if he's not fighting one of them motherfuckers, he's not getting it. And who I think is going to win, I think depending, again, I don't want to make a prediction. I don't want to make a prediction yet. I want to wait till Jake Paul fight Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. But right now, if you force me in gunpoint, who do you think is going to win? Jake Paul. I think Jake Paul's going to win. But anyways, guys, let me know how you feel about this. Let me know how you feel about fuck, man. Let me know how you feel about Tommy Fury. But anyways, see you guys next time. Fuck off.